Hello, my brothers and sisters. I hope you're all keeping well. Uri nining, Uri onari. So, how is Kenya? How is Ethiopia? How is South Sudan? How is Tanzania? How is Uganda? And how is Congo? So today, as you can see from the screen, and as I also mentioned earlier on in the week, we are going to talk about our Luo brothers and sisters in Barakazal. That is the Luo of Barakazal. Today with me in studio, our guest is Mr. Magon Okel, who is a social activist and a well-established businessman who is based in the UK. And today he is here with us in studio to shine more light on the people of Barakazal. Now, before we start digging in further, I'm going to give a chance to our brother here, Brother Magon, if you can introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you, Sister Aya. Thank you for hosting me today. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Magon Ukel from Sudan, Southern Sudan. The home state is barakazal, Western Barakazal state. I live in the UK and I'm activist, and I'm really glad to be with you and to share with you about our family and our tribe in Barakazal.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming through, brother. So the proper way of pronouncing it is not Ba El Kazal. It's actually Barakazal. Is that correct?
Yeah, Barakazal, the river of Kazal.
The river of Kazal.
Yeah.
That's what it means basically. The Ba
That's
mean.
that's what it mean. What it mean? River of Kazal.
The river of Kazal. Perfect. So tell us, how come you guys remain behind? So if the Luo people migrated from Barakazal, how come you all stayed behind and you didn't come with us? What happened?
Actually, the king Dumo is our king. Is our founder Dumo, brother of Nikang and brother of Kilo and brother of Achol, as our elders told us. Dumo remained in Barakazal according to the Luo customary that the elder son will never leave where their fathers and their ancestors were buried. So Dimo remained on the place in the region. He didn't want to go. Most of the people left, but he decided not to go because it was his responsibility to stay where he buried his ancestors, his fathers and grandfathers. So he didn't want to leave the land and go anywhere else, even though things were very difficult for him. There was a fight. Slavery was there. He fought with Arab, he fought with Turks, he fought with Greeks, he fought with a lot of Islamic who came and want to Islamize the Southerners by force. He fought all these wars. So we managed to survive. We managed to survive, but his kingdom collapsed because he fought until the last people who survived. But as a king, he was in the front with his people, and he lost his life. But the people remained in Barakazal. We never went anywhere. But the rest of people who went from South Sudan to Uganda to Kenya and to other places, life was very tough, and that's why some of people couldn't take it, and some of people left, and some of people remained there to be with the king because they can't leave the king behind, and the king decide that he's not moving anywhere. That was the problem.
So overall, the Luo of Barakazal remained behind where everyone else was leaving. They decided to stay back to look after the king.
Yes.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So now, there's a lot of confusion happening, especially in the media. Now, last time I did mention that the Luo of Barakazal, their proper name is actually not Jurchol. It's not their name. Their name is Luo. Now, when I said this, a lot of people came after me. A lot of comments were made, and some people were saying I was causing confusion, as the Luo of Barakazal have been known for such a long time as Jurchol and not Luo. Do you want to shine a little bit more light or to give more knowledge? what was the original name for the Luo of Barakazal? Because other Luo, for example, the Acholi, the Sholo or the Shiluk, the Peri, the Maban, the Padola, all of them, they have specific names, except maybe the Luo of Kenya and the Luo of Tanzania. So what was the original name of the Luo of Barakazal, if there's any, brother?
The Luo of barakazal is just like the Luo of Kenya and the Luo of Tanzania, because the people that left the Luo of Kenya, they are the one who left direct from from barakazal. Direct, when they went, they maintained their names, the Luo names, as we in barakazal, we maintain our names, the Luo names. In barakazal, greater barakazal, when a lady or a man, young man or a woman is going to the village, he will say Achapluo. Okay? He will say Achapluo or Abra Nyang Luo, Abra Wad Luo, Paobra Peluo. So we never change anything. You see, the problem is, we the Luo, we've been targeted for no reason, not now, but for a very long time. The reason is a political reason, and people are scared of Luo people, and I don't know. I don't know why people are scared of us. We never done anything wrong. We always mind our business, like in Barakazal. The Luo they were given nickname, which is Jurchol. That nickname was given by the Jeng. And for your
And
information,
sorry, who are the Jeng? Who are the Jeng in South Sudan? Who are the Jeng?
the Jeng are the Dinka. So even them, they don't want to be called Dinka. They want to be called Jeng, because even the Dinka is a nickname also to them.
And who gave them
Okay,
the nickname to them?
is the Arabs.
Oh, these Arabs.
Arabs, and they are okay to change their name to Dinka. But when we say, look, you, the Jeng, are the one who gave us that nickname. And that nickname is not our name. Our name is a Luo, and they know it. The intellectual, they know it. But because of fear, that if they accept that we maintain that name of Luo, then now the Acholi, the Anyuak, the Cholo, they will give up their name of Cholo, and then they will come back to their ancestor name, which is Luo. And then now we'll claim the majority. And that's the problem also, that the Luo will claim the majority. And if the Luo claim the majority, then it will be a disaster for the other tribe,
In
which is
South
another
Sudan.
negative.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a negative idea. Okay, no one is majority. I used to talk with people that we the Luo, we don't believe in majority or minority. We believe in quality.
Civilized people.
Yeah, we believe in quality. Even if you are my son and you are not qualified, or you are not educated, I cannot bring you from nowhere and make you a minister without education. To us, it's a shame. To Luo, it's not acceptable. Even I'm the minister, or even I'm a president of the country, and my son or one of my family is not educated. I will never give her or him a position which is not, which he cannot even maintain to lead. Okay, that's the problem. So that's what we've been telling our brothers all the time. That look, don't fear that issue of Luo are going to claim the majority. We are Luo. That's how God created us. We are Luo. We are not Jurchol. Don't call us Jurchol. And the worst things, these things was during the time of Jalaba. And after we separated from Sudan, we come South Sudanese now. The government want to put that name in the system. Then we said, how can't you put a nickname in the system? We know it was just a nickname. You can call me with a nickname. I know it's just a nickname, like I call you Janga. It's just a nickname. But why do you have to put the nickname in the system? So this is where we know now this is gone too far. It is gone too far, and we can't take it anymore, because we realize that this is it's a politic here. Because you give me the nickname, and now you want to make that
Make it
nickname official.
official.
That's the problem.
Huh.
That's the problem. And even them, they refuse to put the Dinka official. They put Jiang official. So there's no fairness here. And we said, no, for us to be or to live in a one place and in one country and in one state as a brother and sisters, we need to respect each other. Because you cannot deny my name and want to force me with the name that you gave me. This is wrong and it's not acceptable.
You know, brother, this makes a lot of sense, because last time when I made the announcement that the Luo of barakazal are not Juruchol and they are not to be called Juruchol, the people that came after me and in the comment section, they were not even Luo. I did not come across any one Luo person who was upset with this name, except some of our brothers and sisters in South Sudan who are not Luo. They are the one who came, who they have been called Jurchol for centuries and we get along so well in Wow. And, you know, but that wasn't the message I was trying to pass across. What I wanted to say was that the proper name, the original name is Luo, it's not Jurchol. And if you look at the word Jur, it's not a Luo word. So when I tried to pass this across, there was a lot of conflict. So I do appreciate you for giving more information regarding this. This really means a lot. So now going forward, my brothers and sisters.
Yes, I forgot to tell you in the beginning that your name Aya, we have a village in Western Barakazal called Aya village.
My village, there's a village for me in...
Yes, called Aya village in Western Barakazal.
No way.
Yeah. So, yeah. So let me just touch a little bit about the reason why these people are insisting calling us Jurchul. We asked them, and if somebody asks them, what's the meaning of Jurchul? Tell us the meaning of Jurchul. They said the meaning of Jurchul is someone who was coming and passing, someone was just spending the rest of the evening and is passing. Then we said, okay, what was the name of that person? They don't know. Okay, we told them, we the Luo, when you, the Jeng, came to Barakazal, you found us in Barakazal. When the Luo of Kenya, those who reached Tanzania, when they left Barakazal, you, Jeng, you were still in Khartoum, you were still in the north. And when even the Cholo and Nikang and Gilo left Barakazal, you Denka were not even in Barakazal by that time. So now, who is the stranger? Are we the stranger, or you who came and found us in the place are the stranger? So even when what they say doesn't make sense.
It's like coming at someone's house in the nighttime and telling them, hey, what are you doing in my home? You know, you're trespassing. You're not supposed to be here. Now, brother, I just want to ask, what is the population of the Luo of Barakazal at the moment, if you know? Like,
we don't know, because there is no accurate census was made.
Really?
Yeah, we don't know, because people who does it all the time, they don't give accurate names, because it is done based on politics all the time.
So they're giving incorrect census.
Incorrect, yes, all the time, even during the Arab time.
That seems to be the issue, because the last time when we looked at the Luo group of Sholo community, the issue that our elder mentioned was that also the number that was being given as like for the population, it was not the correct one, it was inaccurate, you know. So it seems like it's happening to all the Luo people at this point, where that population is reduced to make them feel like a minority.
Yeah, exactly. And that is not healthy for the country, not for only for the Luo, but for the country. People have to be, fair, and have to be honest to know, and that will help, country with everything, economic, education. But when we don't tell the truth, then it is affect the country. Yeah.
And would you have even just an average, just roughly on your head, would you have an average of the population of the Luo of Barakazal?
Yeah, because the population, the Luo of Barakazal, look, if you come to Western Barakazal and you go to Northern Barakazal, you see, and we are more than 1 million, but they will say we are even less than 500,000.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's taking more than half.
Yeah.
These people. We need to fight more for our rights. So now, brother, I wanted to ask this question, because we know the Luo people originated from barakazal. These are the story that we have been told from time to time, that the Luo people originated from barakazal. Would you have any idea where the Luo people were before they were in barakazal?
According to the history, the Luo were in we are the Kushites, the Kushians, the Luo. We are Nuba and those of Angasana, the Funj, and the Nubians. They are our cousins. We are one with them. Even the culture is the same. We are the one called the Kushites. So after when the Kush kingdom collapsed, we were chased away by the Arabs, by the Greeks, by the Turks, by the Assyrians, by the Romans. They were after us. So we start moving far north, coming south, you see. And this is where we settled. The Luo, the reason why they followed, when they were kicked out from all that side, those sides of Merowe and those side of North Sudan, they come and settle in Sudan, and then they will follow. And then the Luo now they cannot live where there is no river and Nile. So wherever Luo goes, they always have to settle where they know there is a river, there is enough water. So that's why we follow the Nile. And then when we follow the Nile, some of us branch out because now the big space was Barakazal, the big land, because that side of Upper Nile wasn't big enough to accommodate the whole Luo. So they come to Barakazal. It was massive land, and that's
Brother,
where.
can you position your camera on your face a bit more? Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's where the Luo come and settle. The reason why they settle in Barakazal because the land was big enough for the old Luo to settle. But they were from far north.
They were from far north. Would you, like some say, Egypt? We were in Egypt before coming down to South Sudan.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Far north, Egypt coming to Sudan. Because Egypt and Sudan was one country.
Yeah, before they were divided. And you said Barakazal is a big land. Say, for example, all the Luo brothers and sisters, they want to come back home. If we all want to come back home, is there enough space for all of us? Because if you keep in mind, there's about maybe 20 million Luo people worldwide. Is there enough space for all of us in Barakazal right now?
The land is so huge. The land is so huge. If there is any chance for anyone who want to come back to settle, the land is so huge. The people in Barakazal, we are less than maybe the whole with the other tribes, maybe we are less than 5 million in Barakazal. And Barakazal is bigger than UK.
What?
Bigger even, bigger than UK.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a big land. So now, I think my brothers and sisters, they're going to be so happy to hear that we still have our home, our land is still there, and we can still actually go back home. Thank you so much for confirming that, Brother Magun. So, brother, I just wanted to let us talk a little bit more about the kingdom itself, the kingdom of the Luo of Barakazal. Do you have kings? And if so, what would be the duty of your king?
Actually, in Barakazal Luo, we have two types of responsibility of kingdom. We call Ja. People say the word Ja, like they hear it from Bob Marley, come from Ethiopia. The Ja is the real name of the Luo king.
Ja,
which is Jah. If you go to Bible, it is the superior, the spiritual superior. So in those times, the Jah was closer to God. If there is famines, if there is drought, there is no rains, Jah will perform, and then there will be a rain, and people will live. If there is a disease, anything, Jah will pray and make sure that there is a peace amongst the Luo people. So we have Jah, and we have Ruot, and we have Utro.
Utro. What does Utro mean?
Utro is the head of the army of the kingdom. Is Utro. and then Ruot is those like the governors. In other Luos, they say Ruot is the king, but in Barakazal, Ruot are the governors,
like the chiefs.
the chiefs. Yeah,
Yeah.
those governors. But Jah is the king.
Jah is the
So
king.
the Jah is superior. If the chiefs or the governors are not able to solve the problem, then they will take it to the king. And then now, if Utura is the head of the army. If there is any problem, he will consult with the Ruot and the Jah how to handle, and then he will get approval from Jah that okay, you can lead the nation to war. Or if there's war coming, they know how to deal with the war. So we have Jah, Uturo, and Ruot.
Perfect. So just to confirm, Ruot is the chief, and then Jah is the king.
Yeah, Ruot is like it's like now the British, when the British came, they made them like the chiefs.
The chiefs, okay.
But at that time, they were like they run every place. The Ruot is responsible of every area, and then the Ruot report to the Jah.
Thank you very much, brother, for that. And now let's talk about the clans. Do you does the Luo of Barakazal, do you have sub clans? And if so,
Yes.
how many sub clans are there within your kingdom?
We have a lot, thousands. We have a lot. We have Boda. We have Pindumo, which the clan of Pindumo. Those are the family of the king Dumo. That's they called Pindumo, the land of Dumo.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Pindumo, the land of Dumo, which is clan of Dumo. So those clan of Dumo, they call themselves Kwai Ayito. Kwai Ayito. The descendants of God of death acceptance. So they fought to protect the king until they die. And they died. The people that are now surviving in that clan of Pindumo, they can reach 3,000 or 4,000.
Okay.
So we have a lot of clans. We have a lot.
You have a clan, and this is so different because like even like for example the Acholi of Uganda, their population is possibly it's coming to maybe almost 3 million, but their population, I mean their clan doesn't reach 1,000. So how come the clan of the Luo of Barakazal is over 1,000, brother? Why is that?
The reason of that is because of intermarriage, because the blood related marriage. That's why we have a lot of clans, that to make sure that you don't marry someone who is related to you.
Okay, that makes
and
sense.
Even that was the reason why Dumo and Nikang and Gilo left Barakazal, is because now they wanted to go somewhere else, so there will be a space. So because they didn't want family to intermarriage. That also was the reason.
That's one of the reasons. Okay. So because of because of marriage, now we have over 1,000. We have over 1,000 clan of the Luo of Barakazal. Now, speaking of marriage, while we're still at the topic, brother, what are some of the requirement for traditional marriage in the Luo of Barakazal? Like in terms of dowry payment, do you guys use cows or do you take money? Tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, before the law of Barakazal, they had a very good system of getting married, and the people who are still maintaining that system are the Luo Bori. Yeah, they're the one who are still maintaining that system up to today. The marriage was maybe 5 goats, and then with beads.
Goats instead of cows?
Now they don't use cow.
No way.
Yeah, until
this
today.
Is so different.
Yeah, they still use exactly the old Luo traditional of marriage, the Balanda Bori.
Balandabor. So,
Yeah,
sorry for cutting you off. Did you say the old Luo traditional marriage is not cows, it's goat
yeah, goats,
and not cows?
not cows.
Hey, I think all the
Yeah,
Luo people will be shocked to hear that we use goat instead of cows.
goats, but and then beads, and then spears, and then how do you call it? Um, yeah, and then a little bit money, not a lot,
A,
little bit money.
a little bit of money.
Yes,
And like, so the main practice is the goats.
yeah.
Is the goat.
And the reason why they bring the us goats, not because of is because of the traditional uh, culture. They need to, to give them for the for sometime they give one to the auntie, they give one to family. They don't take it like they just give to the families.
Wow. That makes sense. It seems like it's a lot more easier to marry someone of Luo of barakazal than maybe other Luo groups. Then since it's
No,
actually
only Lu of Balandabori, they are the one still maintaining that. Only for Balandabor.
only Balandabor use that. Then what?
Yeah, still using that.
And are Balandabor located in barakazal?
Yes, Balandabor, the barakazal, we are staying in one the same area, the same place.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then what does your Luo group use then?
And then the Luo Dimo, they adopted now the Jin culture of marriage with cows. Now they some of family they ask 20 cows, some ask 25 cows. But now young people were complaining and they reduce it now to 18 cows.
18 cows.
Yeah.
That is a lot. So I'm guessing the poor people cannot get married anymore.
That's the problem.
They
That's the
can't get
problem.
married.
They can't get
Oh.
married. Now people are also saying that the Luo should go back to follow the Baladabori because they are the one who are following the right way of Luo marriage. But the Luo was saying if we go back to that level of Baladabori, all our girls would be taken by the other tribe because they will just come and get it free.
But is it not possible to make a balance in between? Can it not be if a Luo is marrying a Luo, we use the goat? And if a foreigner come in or a different tribe comes in, then they can come in with cows? Is it not possible to make it that
Yeah,
way?
it should be done like that because most of our girls are married by Jim. When they come, they marry them very cheap. They pay maybe 5 or 10, then they take, and then one now they are with them. They will marry away their daughters 100 cow, 300 cow, 200 cow. It become like a business. You go and get cheaper, and then now you come and sell it, expensive.
When we were learning about the Sholo kingdom, what they give for the cow, if they're marrying, if it's a Luo marrying them from within, from their group, it's a different numbers of cow. So if, let's say, for example, Nuer or Dinka come in, they're going to charge based on what the Dinka and Nuer are charging within their region. So if their market is on 80 to 100 cows, that's what they're going to give as well.
Yeah, that would be fair because now if you come and marry my sister and you pay me, let us say 17 or 15 cows, and then now when my son go and marry to your from your side, you go and charge him with 200, 300, then there's no balance.
No balance in that. And let me just let's just spend maybe a minute or two on food. Do you guys eat corn? Because I know all the Luo people, they are obsessed with corn. Corn is the way of life for them. Does the Luo of Barakazal still eat corn, or have they ever eaten corn?
Yeah, kwan is the main dish in Barakazal for the Luo. All Luo eat kwan, and
Corn,
it is the same.
corn
If
is
you go to a
corn.
Luo house and you don't give them kwan, they will get upset and they will leave complaining that we went to Magon Ukel house and He didn't give us corn. He went and gave us bread. He fed us with bread.
No bread allowed.
They don't like bread.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you for answering that. So now we are going on to the topic of gods or spirit. Now, before Christianity, I do believe that we are all aware that the Luo people didn't believe in the God of heaven. We believe in Jogi or Jokmapeng, as I like to call them. So, who were or what were some of the gods or spirits that our Luo brothers and sisters of Barakazal used to worship before Christianity was introduced?
Yeah, in Barakazal, until today, the Luo still in the village. They still pray to God. When everything they call God of their ancestor Dwak. And I remember when my dad pray, he always called the name of Dwak. That Dwak, you need to look after me and after my family. And I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't steal anything somebody thinks, so I didn't kill. I didn't do anything wrong. So please. And also we believe in the spirit. Like we believe that when somebody died, that his body is dead, but the spirit is still alive. And we believe that the spirit live with people at home, around people. The spirit live. So when my mom or my grandmom like have a local wine, Kong, local wine, we call it Kong.
Yes, I think, yeah, I think
So
all the Luo people call Kongo Kongo alcohol.
yeah, so before anyone touch or drink, they will put it first in the corner of the house for the ancestors, for the spirits to drink before anybody. You
Really?
see? Yeah. And I was shocked when I went to Japan. I found Japanese was also having the same thing.
They're feeding the ancestors
Yes. They,
with
they,
Kongo.
they, they, they cook rice. No, for them they don't give wine. Food, when they cook food, before anybody eat, they will put the food on the corner. They said for the ancestors to eat first, and then now the rest of people will eat. And then after they would bring that again, that, oh, now they have eaten. Let us eat the remain. Then they will eat. And the same thing, that's what we do. The only things that the mistake that the Luo gods and the Luo custom of belief are now in Asia, which is Buddhism. Buddhism is the same Luo belief. They believe in Buddhism before. And most of the people who are in Asia are the Luo. The Japanese, they were Luos. The Chinese were there before, long time ago. So,
So, sorry, just to confirm, before Christianity, we were like Buddhists, is it?
yeah,
Buddhism?
yeah. We
That's
believe in soul.
oh, wow, that is really interesting. And
Yeah.
what was you mentioned that that spirits or jogi are still being worshipped till this day in Barakazal. What are some of the name of the gods or the jogi that you guys are still praying to?
Yeah, the like when my dad is a Catholic. He's a diehard Catholic. But when things go very bad, and then he will turn now go and asking the ancestors was to look after us. Oh my the spirit of my uncles, the spirits of mom, the spirit of people who pass away. That look, you need to help my children or my child, and so you will go back to the traditionals. And the spiritual is even in Christianity. There is people believe in spiritual. So
So
that's the Lord.
basically, there isn't a specific god or jok that you pray to. You just pray to maybe your uncles or to your loved one that passed away. Like there isn't a
Yeah.
specific jok that you pray to.
No, my people, they will say God of our ancestors. They say God of our ancestors. That's what they say.
So basically, God of like okay overall there's no specific name. There's no
Yeah,
specific name. It's just like just praying God of our ancestors. Then that's what
yeah,
it's worship basically.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's all right. And what is the biggest religion? Like, what is the current biggest religion in Barakazal right now for our Luo brothers and sisters?
Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay.